Now it's been a long time since I've been around. Been a long time, guys, but we're back in town. This time, I'm not leaving without you. Who am I not leaving about? Well, welcome to the stage, Owen Anderson.
Ah, how
It's
we
not gonna-
doing?
Don't talk for a
Huh?
second. Let me finish this.
All right.
We welcome to the stage for his grand return, Anthony Oliver. Gentlemen, it's been a long time. I wanted to say that so I could clip it for the trailer.
Okay.
You get like a DUI for this? Is that how that works?
Who?
You.
Did I get
I get it.
Oh,
I get it. I
'cause
see the wheel. I get it.
Driving under the influence of fun on the podcast.
I just turned on my computer so you couldn't see it.
If I look up and you're playing PGA Tour on that, I'm gonna laugh and then ask you to invite me to the game.
Well, you're PGA Tour now?
I'm just glad we're back
No.
Why are you glad?
because we've been gone for a month.
How's it? I thought it's been more than a month.
It's been longer than a month, my guy.
Let's see when the last one was posted.
So, well, let's refer. Is that a gunshot?
Yeah, it was my fault.
So for the viewers at
Those were
home,
his cheeks clapping.
we did record a fantasy football.
Wait, that
draft.
never got posted?
Did not get posted for many reasons. Nothing bad, just didn't get posted. But we haven't been around in a long time. Owen, would you like to tell people why? Because you've been like probably the biggest culprit of why we haven't been filming.
Oh, I've been the biggest culprit why our podcast is just now back.
I think it's the person who's not here's fault.
No, he's got things. In case you care, Tino is still a mediocre man. He just cannot be joining us for this episode. I know you were the drama was going to start over if we removed him or if he got replaced.
No,
But
first one to get removed is Owen.
I would agree with that.
Huh?
The most least dedicated member
What are you
all month.
Okay, first of all, I've been begging to record again. And
Not on your hands and knees.
like I've been like begging, being like, okay. All right.
No, finish.
Just did.
Amen, brother.
No, I've been wanting to come back and record for a while now, but someone we won't name names, Ben, but it's been a long time since we recorded.
Why are you blaming me?
It's not you. It's everybody except for me. Because let's be real. I'm not blaming. I just have nothing to do after work, so like technically I'm home free. Like I'm.
I know between the hours of 4 and 1 in the morning, I could count on you to be around. Well,
What are you doing looking down so much?
yeah, what are you doing?
I'm Snapchatting.
Who are you Snapchatting?
Shut up. Let's keep this podcast going.
Let's talk about that.
No,
for a minute. No. I'm not going to say any names, but
no.
it's just now. When you Snapchat someone, do you Anthony? Do you type or do you speak it into the phone?
Oh
Dude,
God,
sorry.
you're a speaker into the phone guy.
He let's just say went for a little drive earlier, and Owen was,
No. Okay.
say it. No, say it. Defend yourself.
I'm not defending myself. It's just I don't. Hey,
What?
All right, it's fine. Owen wasn't typing. He would just like it would be quiet, or like I would try to make a conversation because like I'm driving, so I'd like to talk, and we wouldn't really talk. And then all of a sudden he starts speaking, and I'm like, oh my god, he's talking to me. No, he's just sending a Snapchat video. Would you say
cat's
you're
out of the
like?
bag.
What'd you say? You're like. They say I couldn't do it, but here I go, going to the gym.
Here I go again on my own.
No, copyright.
No, that's fine. We
Well,
can
no,
sing it.
I'm singing it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Just don't not for more than 7 seconds. But yeah, no. What were you? I don't know, man. It was weird. Hey, speaking of weird. No, I was gonna. Oh, we could talk about that. How about Justin Fields?
My guy.
How about Justin Fields?
I knew it. I knew as soon as he got traded there, I knew he was going to make a good impact on that team. Just the way they never have a running quarterback, and under Arthur Smith, new offensive coordinator, love that guy also. That's a ground and pound team right there that dinks and dunks a little ball around. But when you have Justin Fields running around himself, looking like a little mouse running around, getting in the end zone, beautiful what the Steelers are doing.
Now, right now, we're seeing Caleb Williams play absolutely terrible. In my
He did.
I would say terrible. I'd say
I don't
terrible.
know. He did pretty good this weekend. Last weekend.
I mean,
last
he's not lighting it up like we thought he would, but I think that's fair that he
Never
wasn't
thought.
going to at the beginning.
Never thought he would be lighting it up.
Well,
I said he was going to be a bust.
that the media was hyping him up that he was going to do it.
Yeah, true.
But you watch Justin Fields 4 games in. What are they, 2-2 now?
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Should be 4 now.
Yeah. But 3-1. It's a small sample size. Is it the Bears or is it Caleb Williams?
It's 100% the Bears.
He's got good wide receivers around him. He just can't. If you watch, he gets.
It's
no
that
protection.
offensive line.
He gets
Yeah.
no protection.
It's the offensive line, and also if you listen to what Justin Fields said, he was on Cam Hayward's podcast, and they were asking him like 1-word questions, well, 1-word answers. What do you want to say? Whatever you want to say, and they said Steelers or Bears coaching staff, and in a split second he was like Steelers. Didn't even give it a second to think about
They
Bears.
did him dirty though. No.
Oh, 100% did him dirty. Instead of doing the right thing of already having a young quarterback that you know can do something, instead of trading down a little bit, getting assets for him, and going down deeper in the draft to get a good offensive lineman, that team would be way better than what Caleb Williams is doing right now with them.
I like that. I like that wide receiver, the rookie.
Rome Odunze, I like him too.
He's good, but again,
Yeah,
they just can't find him.
They can't find anybody.
I think if you put Caleb Williams in most teams, he'd do pretty well. But yeah,
If you put him on 31 other teams, he would do well.
What's the one? Oh, well, it's
The Bears.
There's 32. Never mind. Well, no. Let's break this down. If you put him on
Tennessee, he wouldn't be doing. Tennessee would be bad.
Put him on the Dolphins.
Oh, he'd be lighting
He'd
it
be
up.
insane. He'd be insane.
I think any quarterback would do good under Mike McDaniel's offense, though. Well, that's not true. that's not true.
Hey.
What we just saw.
Hey, don't hurt my boy. That's my boy right
Huntley? Nah, dude.
Huntley.
That
Remember when he was on the
sucks.
Ravens?
That guy sucks. dude.
Remember when he was Lamar's backup?
That guy cannot throw the ball to save his life.
We were just talking about it. That clip of Tyreek Hill screaming, and it wasn't at Huntley, obviously, but you could tell he was pissed. And then just Mike McDaniel just dead staring the camera, and Tyreek Hill's just pacing.
If you know Tua gets concussions a lot and gets hurt a lot, would you not want to spend a little bit more money and get a good backup quarterback like a Joe Flacco?
Well, I don't. This is a question I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Did they not invest money into their own line so this wouldn't happen?
No, so they have a good offensive lineman. What happened is their right guard and another one of the starters are injured.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah, so there's 2 of them that are injured right now. So, I mean, they have a pretty good offensive line, but with the injuries, they're not good right now.
What freaked me out about him was when he fell, he
dude.
was like doing like this.
But his legs weren't moving either.
Well, because he was trying, because that I don't know if it was the second one when he had it, but the second concussion like 2 years ago, his hand was like.
Oh, you're talking about that one? Yeah.
So when he went down this season, he was doing this with his
To
hand,
make sure
like,
he can
moving it.
still, yeah.
That was crazy.
Freaky. Do you think he should retire?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't there not insurance in his contract that he can retire and he's like
If
a
you're
guaranteed
taking-
90
if-
mil?
Yeah.
If you're taking hits that big and your body is fully going to rigor mortis,
You
and
need
you're
to retire.
tensing up on the field, you need to retire.
You need to retire.
And it's done this like 3 times now. Get off the field.
Yeah. He needs
Please,
to
for your own safety, get off the field.
for his kids and his family. He needs to just. He'll have enough money to financially be stable for
You're
a
not
long time.
like
I think he's.
respectfully,
Go. Sorry.
respectfully to him, he hasn't proven anything. Also,
No. I think
he
I
hasn't.
think
He's
the
not bad, but he hasn't proven anything. He's proven that he's mediocre.
What does he have? 2 playoff wins? 1?
0.
He has none.
He has 0.
None?
He is
Never mind.
None.
He has he has one of the best wide receiving cores in the league, and it's not just all on him. That's the problem with like football now. Everyone puts wins and losses on one player, but like
Well, if you're gonna put it on
just-
somebody, you're gonna put it on the quarterback.
no, yeah, that's what I mean. But I feel like the first 4 weeks of this season, I feel like it's been the opposite though.
Were all
I feel
the
like-
wins not on the quarterbacks?
It's if you've watched these like 4 weeks of the NFL, they're like some numbers from these quarterbacks are insane, and their teams are doing terrible.
I'm telling you, I think it's
Like,
the offensive lines.
Terrible.
All season.
It's all lines.
It's also their
Panthers?
defenses nowadays are just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like they're playing. I think it's like historic numbers of how bad offense are doing because of how good defenses are playing. And
You-
what you go?
No, I wonder what I don't know what the average is, but the average points per defense in a game, it's probably at least it's probably 4 or 5 points a game.
It's probably it's
They're
high.
averaging.
It's
Yeah.
high. I blame that a lot on preseason. No one plays preseason anymore. No one's understanding a playbook during real game time, like feel, and just like defense. You don't have like as many plays, and you don't have to worry about like what route you're running. Defense, you got to be in your zone. You got to know to contain. You got to know like simpler things than offenses. So I think that just preseason just destroys offenses because no one plays in them. Nobody anymore.
If you're a rookie, you're not getting if you're any offensive player as a rookie, you're doing nothing in preseason.
Yeah, you're not playing a
Unless-
single
unless-
preseason game.
unless you're like undrafted or like really low
Yeah.
like where you you have to like if you're not fighting for a spot,
You're not playing in the preseason.
you're not learning
Like
anything.
Caleb Williams played half of one game. Like what's that?
Played-
What's
played
that going to do
two-
for him?
He played 2 or 3 series, and then I think he played like 1 in the first game, and that was it
Yeah.
because he was like hurt or something, or they just didn't play him.
They just didn't play him, and maybe that's why he started off so slow, and that's why we're seeing him come back.
He had
Right.
90. He threw for 90 yards that first game.
Yeah, he threw for 90. And they won because of a block punt, which again, defense. You know what?
I don't know if
rookie
I like
do want
to
to talk about.
What?
You know, what rookie I do love and want to talk about.
Yeah.
My boy Jaden Daniels from Washington, the
Um,
Washington rookie.
yeah.
That man's a
Here we
freak.
go.
Before we go into this, he is doing phenomenal. I'm not holding it against him. Like the what I'm about to say is not holding against him because of what the last game he just played. But the Cincinnati Bengals defense
Here we go.
made a JV quarterback look like he's like an all-pro varsity quarterback.
They suck on defense.
Dude, I
And
don't know what's wrong with
I'm
the
just gonna
team.
bring I'm just gonna talk about this, and then Anthony can talk about what he was saying. Really, I'm gonna go into this a little bit more in a little bit, but when an offense puts up over 30 points, your team should statistically win. and you getting lit up by a rookie quarterback is not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Almost lost to the damn Panthers. I thought they were going to lose to the Panthers, but we could talk that.
It's their defense. It's their we'll talk about it later, but it's their defense. The defense sucks.
Yeah,
they're
their defense does
terrible.
suck.
No, talk about it now. Talk about it now.
Yeah, go,
on the
Owen. Go.
topic.
Rant, Owen. Rant.
Okay. I'm not making excuses. Their offense has been a little lackluster in some areas. Like when your team needs to go down the field to secure a win and get a touchdown, and you come back with a field goal, it's on you. But it's on you as the offense. But when you can't be letting Andy Dalton got you up over the field. You can't. Dude, I can't. Dude, their offense is putting up over 30 points.
Can I ask one question really quick?
Yeah.
Would you rather though have Andy Dalton do that to you, or would you rather watch Bryce Young come into his own and throw for
Against
like
your
two-
defense?
against your
Ooh.
defense or for like 200?
Oh,
Andy
sorry.
Dalton. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton,
Andy
but a
Dalton.
part of me is like maybe Bryce Young because maybe he's just like having like a freak weird game, but like having Andy Dalton who's a backup quarterback on the Panthers now, I'm like what are we doing? I don't know. It's I don't know.
What
if you
is
guys
wrong
agree
with what do
me,
you think is wrong with
but
them? Cincy. You
I
think it's their
got-
defense?
I don't
that-
even.
They got
It's
that guy
just the
Cody
defense.
Ford,
It's
the
just-
cheater.
T. Higgins is back. If you watch their offense, they're firing on all cylinders. Joe
So you think
Burrow
it's
through
just their
4
defense?
games has over. I realize stats don't. For me, stats matter because you're seeing what areas of the team are not being held to the same standard. Joe Burrow through 4 games has almost 1,000 yards. He has 1 interception. His passer rating is 106. His completion rate is 71. Yeah, he's playing lights out football right now. It's their defense.
Do you think Cincy
It's
makes
just
the
their
playoffs?
defense. Yeah, I hope they do. I mean, they
They're
right
gonna
now,
do
right now they should be 3-1. They should have beat the Chiefs. You can laugh all you want. The Chiefs are dog shit this year.
Dude,
They're so bad.
their defense is
so bad.
disgusting. What are you talking about?
They're gonna go downhill real quick.
Nope.
They are.
Nope.
They have been given games every single week, and I am so sick and tired of it. I'm
Okay,
so
so-
sick and tired of it.
But when
You-
Tom
you
Brady
have
was
to
getting
give
all
their-
the calls, you weren't saying anything.
On Tom Brady's last drives, he did not. It did not rely on a non-holding call or did not rely on a non.
Never,
or on
never,
just-
ever.
Against the Falcons. Kirk Cousins walked down the field. He dotted up their defense. The refs looked away when
That was a
when-
foul.
I don't know-
That was definitely a penalty.
that was against the Bengals.
That's a penalty.
No,
That's a
hold
penalty.
on. The same play. There's a pass interference on the Bengals. You look at 2 offensive line players from the Chiefs. They are holding a Bengals player, but guess what? They turn a blind eye because you want to know what? You can't let the golden goose lose.
99% of
You
holding
can't do
calls
it.
never get called. You
You can't
can't
do it.
fall. Everybody holds on every play. Everybody holds on every
When
play.
no. When you have 2 400-pound men grabbing a singular defensive line guy on defense, it is so clear as day holding, and it wasn't called.
I hope you know
It
the
is
Chiefs going
so-
undefeated this year. Mark my words. Chiefs going
They're not
undefeated
going.
this
They're
year.
not going.
Travis
going undefeated this year.
Kelsey's washed. Travis Kelsey's
Hey,
washed.
he did
The
good
only
this week.
because he had to. The only person that they had on for a receiver is Cooked because Patrick Mahomes cooked his own receiver.
Dude, that was so dumb.
Patrick Mahomes this season has thrown 5 interceptions, and they're
Yeah, I know.
horrendous interceptions.
Yeah.
They are. He is. Okay. I'm not going to deny. Hold on. Every single time this season, I've seen it. It's clear as day. But in the past seasons leading up to the playoffs, he's been playing phenomenal. Except when he gets to the playoffs, it seems 9 times out of 10, the game is won by them by a it's not even terrible, but it's a pivotal like call, and every single time it's in favor of the Chiefs, and it's so obnoxious now. It's like so blatant, and there's reasons why they're doing it, and I'm just done with them. Everyone hates them. Like it's their cockiness, and it's just everyone's like, I don't know what it is. A game, and you're not going to agree with me, Anthony, but Joe Burrow literally outplayed Patrick Mahomes that entire game. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions on 1 drive, and he got lucky because 1 was called back for holding. So they do call holding, but not in crunch time. Not when it matters the most. So it's what it's
Anthony's
literally
cooking
what
up a stat. You can see the light of the computer in his eyes.
Keep talking.
I don't. It's not gonna matter.
What's
It's gonna matter.
What's with him and all
he's-
these? Sorry, Alan, keep going.
No, you can talk.
No, I've been I really enjoy myself. I actually watch a lot of football now. What is, maybe I just me not noticing it. What is with this dude and sidearm throws? It's all he throws. There's like no need for them, and then suddenly sidearm goes across. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'm not denying his arm strength is insane, but the reason he's thrown 5 picks is because he's not playing fundamental like football. And I realize he's not like a fundamental player. He's very like active. He's like he makes plays, and that's the type of quarterback he is. He's not a pocket passer, but he can be when he needs to be. But it's just he's straying away from the fundamentals. And although they're winning games, and I've given proof against the Chargers too. I didn't watch that game because I really don't care about the Chargers and the Chiefs.
You mean when they
But
go 17-0 win the Super Bowl?
They're not going to. And if they do, it's because that cash cow Taylor Swift is sitting in the bleachers.
Dude, come on,
That's
man.
all it is.
That's
all it is. Travis Kelce had 1 reception leading up to last game. They've showed her more than they've showed him. No one can even tell me that is not the reason why. Like it's beyond and everyone's like, no, it's because he's like sensational and he's generational. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, when you can tell when he's getting sacked and he just throws the ball away, that he meant to throw it into the ground because he just wanted to get away from the defenders. No, dude. Hey, Tony Romo and Chris Collinsworth, he threw the ball because he misthrew it. Quarterbacks can do that, It was nothing against him. He just didn't throw the ball good. He's not generational and sensational for throwing a ball away.
Oh, and you want me to really ruffle your feathers?
It's going to be stats I already know.
Yes. Patrick Mahomes threw 99 games against Tom Brady's first 100 games. Patrick Mahomes beats him in regular season wins, playoff wins, AFC titles, 1 less Super Bowl because you can't count this year yet, better touchdown interception rating, and better QBR rating. Patrick Mahomes threw the first 100 games better than Tom Brady. Now, I've read this stat and was reading it, and I've seen it because I was watching I Love You Guys, Felger and Maz on 98.5 The Sports Hub. And they die? What? No, I just love them. And they were talking about it. This is why I wanted to bring it up. Patrick Mahomes is on pace and already is beating Tom Brady stats-wise, Super Bowl-wise, wins-wise. Patrick Mahomes.
Tom Brady hate makes no sense.
I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on him. I think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback, greatest player to ever touch a football. But I'm telling you that Patrick Mahomes, by the time he retires, will have at least the same amount of Super Bowls and way better stats than Tom Brady. And Patrick Mahomes will go down as the GOAT.
Patrick Mahomes. No, because here's what's going to happen. Teams are going to be so fed up with how it's going that man is going to get hurt so bad that he gets a career-ending injury because people are going to be so fed up with everything.
It is so outlandish. That's so outlandish to say.
You can't underplay Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and keep winning games. Like people are going to be fed up with it. I realize that, and honestly, most of those like. Last season, their regular season wasn't good. Their win to loss was like I don't even know what it was, but it really doesn't matter. Every single big game, whether it's and the Bengals. I realize the Bengals are not a like divisional rival because they're not in the AFC
playoff rivals
West, but they're still rivals. I think in the AFC those are the rivals because whenever they play each other, Patrick Mahomes plays bad. He doesn't play bad, but he plays significantly worse. And for some reason, those two teams get on the same level, and it comes down to a field goal. That's literally how it is every single time.
So, but back to your point, you don't think people hated the Patriots and Tom Brady back then?
No, I know they did, but it's just
So
it,
it's just an
it
outlandish
took
take.
it took. No, it's not. It took more time for all those people to hate Tom Brady because they weren't throwing it in your. If they did, I have
I
to
get
look
what
at
you're saying.
stats because I don't have
I
stats
no,
up right now.
I get you what you're saying.
But he's been in the league now for 5 years. It took, I think, Tom Brady, almost 10 years to reach that mark. It's he's and
Again,
I
different
understand
times of
he's
football, so it's a little bit different. Like the throwing, no one threw
and
like that.
also, but then also you don't have Ray Lewis. If Patrick Mahomes played Ray Lewis, he would. It would
You
be a
get
different
cut.
story.
If you
That
had Ray Lewis and Terrell
that whole
Suggs running at you,
Yeah, you have that
it's
whole Pittsburgh's defense.
15 years ago, football was a
Way
different animal.
Way different.
It's
Speaking of,
the problem is now also, before Anthony talks, the problem is now everything is football. I'm not saying it's easy, but reading everything is so much easier because players are so less prepared.
I also think the technology helps.
It's
yeah,
You got like 50 guys watching a game now.
I also can't stand, and this is just me. I also can't stand, and this is not about anything. I just can't stand when like a person's toe is like that far over the line and they don't call that a catch.
a rule's a rule.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
A rule's a rule.
but if you're using a massive camera to zoom in 1,000,000 times to see,
you could clearly see
but
it
no,
during the
I'm
regular
not talking about,
broadcast.
I'm not talking about a specific play. I'm just saying.
Nah, as someone
when,
whose team
when
lost,
they're
I agree. I think it's fair.
but
No, I get what Owen's saying. Owen's saying like
It's
he's
stupid.
fair,
No.
but
Owen's saying like technology
just
shouldn't go into so much on rules.
Yeah.
I think he's right. It needs to be more of like a human error needs to go into it more. Like for example, I know you guys don't watch college football, but this past weekend, number 4 ranked, and number 5 ranked Miami was playing some okay team in Miami. Last play of the drive, they threw a Hail Mary. They called it a touchdown on the field, and they literally replayed it for 7 minutes, and they reversed the call so the better team, Miami at home, could win. You can't do that. You need to put more of the human error into it. So I get what you're trying to say, Owen.
Is it not clear and obvious? I thought that was the thing.
That's supposed to be it, but they're trying to make technology go more into it to get it exactly right when it should be more human error because that's what we are. We're just all humans.
That was really deep. Speaking of,
it's true. I don't.
No, finish it up. It's fine.
No, it's just when I watch a game and someone's toe is like a half a centimeter over the line, and the ref calls it in, and the announcer's like, I don't know, Jim, he might be out.
Can you?
He's making fun of Tony Romo right there.
Tony Romo impression. I was gonna ask you this before. Can you just rattle one off?
He's like, I don't know, Jim. Patrick Mahomes, dude. Here's this is not even like a Patrick Mahomes thing, but can Chris Collinsworth and Tony Romo get his junk out of their mouths?
I love it. I love it.
My favorite.
Dude, Tony Romo. Okay, this was so it was like I think I forget who he was throwing to, but the receiver went out and they cut like in like 10 yards, and they're like and Patrick Mahomes stepped up. But before he got sacked, he threw it and he missed through it. It was so obvious he missed through it. Like it was a quick spur of the moment thing, and he tried to step up and get it out quick, but he just couldn't. So he threw it, but like his arm got dragged down a little bit and he threw it into the ground. And then Tony Romo was like, that is just clear magic from Patrick Mahomes there. having the knowledge to throw it away. I'm like, dude, he missed through it. Just no one's gonna hold it against him. I won't even hold it against him. He threw it.
Have you seen that thing people are trying to catch on to from Chris Collinsworth, where like every time like something like decent happens, he goes, "Now that is something I haven't seen in all my time broadcasting." He's like every play is magic to him.
It's because Tom Brady's magical. He's the GOAT.
Dude.
Changing the Patrick Mahomes. There's a very simple and obvious answer to this. I'm gonna let Ben go first because he's gonna say the same answer I am. Ben, what is the biggest rivalry in football?
I think it's Ravens Steelers. But I do
That's the
think,
right
and I did say this. I don't think we were.
this
filming
is
at
all
this time.
time, by the way.
Yeah.
All time. Okay.
Yeah.
In football.
Yeah, all time in football.
No, then I don't know, man. I would rival Green Bay and Chicago.
Nah, dude.
I really would.
You think they're a better rivalry? You got to think about the longevity. Like,
I'm
yeah,
not thinking
back
rivals,
then,
but I definitely think it's in contention to be with that.
yeah, I just think I look at longevity.
I think it's those two. I don't think there's any others.
Yeah, definitely just those two. But
Chicago and
Steelers-
Green Bay are more historic.
yeah, they're more historic.
why.
The Steelers and Ravens one is just watching
What?
those two defenses just beat the shit out of each other. It's just
I would say it's
I think the
newer football though.
Patriots and
Yeah.
the Colts is a good one.
Patriots and Colts is a good one. The Tom Brady, Peyton Manning one, that's a good one.
But I think to be a rivalry, like the game needs to have longevity. Like you can watch like a Ravens Steelers game now,
And still feel
and it'll
that
still
rivalry.
that way, but you're not going to watch Jacoby Brissett against Joe Flacco and be like, "Now this is the game."
Yeah, so yeah, Tom Brady versus Peyton Mahomes. Peyton Manning was
How about
I think
Jacoby
a
Brissett,
new
though?
one. Oh yeah, hold on. Before we get into a new one, before that, a new one is clearly the Bengals and the Chiefs because they hate each other.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, I think. Is the newest one is probably the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Yeah, but talking about Jacoby Brissett, good segue.
That
Ben,
poor guy.
because
That poor guy.
Why that
but-
poor
but
guy?
then
That poor guy.
he's getting he's getting a bag and understands the assignment because he knows, and he's just going out there and having fun.
We
Yeah,
completely
completely
cut
cut
out.
Damn it! I said I was saying like good for him, but like not good for him. They're obviously not gonna win games, and I appreciate the Patriots this time around actually taking their time with the quarterback and not just throwing them into fire.
Yeah, he would get crucified, right?
Well,
with that
his
offensive
first-
lineman.
His first series was terrible. That
You
would
can't blame him though.
Nah, I think he got lit up.
He got lit up. That offensive line sucks. He has nobody to throw to. I thought he was going to play. I honestly thought he was going to play this game, Miami at Patriots. But watching them struggle the way they do with that offensive line and everything, I don't see how they could play them at all this year.
No, not at all.
He played against the Jets a little bit. That's it.
He played one series.
Yeah.
Did he play in the last game though?
No.
Who's the third string? They were talking about throwing him in at one point.
Joe Milton.
Oh yeah, they were talking about throwing Joe Milton in at one point.
I rather throw in the rookie Joe Milton instead of Drake May because I think Drake May is going to end up being the best quarterback of that draft class, and you can't let him get hurt or
Yeah.
or man.
Say it. He's gonna say it. Say who it is. Say who it is. Who do you think the best is?
No, it's either Drake May or Bo Nix.
There it is.
No, no, not even close. Are you watching the same Bo Mix I am watching?
I'm not saying he's good.
Do you think he's going to be the best quarterback?
Actually,
I mean, give him time. I mean,
It's going to be either Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
I could see
Yeah.
Caleb. I could see Caleb.
just give-
Not in the Bears though.
just let me have that like outlandish statement. Just let me have it for now. Give him time. Hear me. I'm not even that big. I'm not even that big of a Broncos fan anymore. I'm so like fed up with them.
So people were saying you were never a Broncos fan.
I have a Broncos flag hanging up right there.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of random hats in my room from different teams. Doesn't mean I'm a fan of them.
Maybe you
I
should get a
think-
Ravens flag if you're such a big Ravens fan.
I actually do. I had one. I have a Joe Flacco flag. Actually, I'll just put this on.
I think Jaden Daniels is going to be a better version of Lamar Jackson. I think he's going to be a better thrower than Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's
think he's gonna be
Lamar's
as-
developing.
I don't think he's going to be as dynamic, but I think he'll.
fit his mold. He'll be like a baby version of him.
Yeah,
He already is.
I don't think. Even though Lamar technically hasn't done anything.
Anything? He's done nothing.
I mean, he's won
a couple
MVP.
Which last year he should not have won MVP. Last year he should not have won.
No,
Not at all.
No.
Not even close. Not even close. But he has won a couple playoff games.
But I don't know.
I would still
I'm
say
happy,
that
though.
Joe Burrow is better than Lamar Jackson.
He is. What do you mean, Paw?
I think if you're going to rank quarterbacks right now, the top three, it goes
Mahomes.
Lamar. Nope, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
You're saying Josh Allen's better than Lamar too?
I almost put Josh Allen above Patrick Mahomes. I think
Josh Allen. Okay,
three.
Josh Allen fundamentally. Okay,
No, he's a fundamentals guy.
no.
He's a fundamentals guy. That's all he is. I'm not saying he's bad. He is definitely a top 5. He's a fundamentals guy.
What do you mean by that?
Let me finish. Let me
fundamental
finish. Okay. Well, I'm not even talking about him.
No.
I'm saying fundamentals wise, because I'll say why this matters to me. Fundamentals wise, Joe Burrow might be. I have to think of other quarterbacks. So for now, he's my number one. Fundamentals wise. No, I'm not. He's my number one.
Allen. I'd say Josh Allen's the number one. He's elite at fundamentals.
I think Josh Allen's one of the most fundamental guy.
I feel like he does
He's
the little
not.
things right.
I think you think he's fundamental because he throws like 60-yard bombs.
No, I'm saying the little thing. He does the little things right.
Yeah, I guess so. But at the same time, I don't think he's fundamental because that man will run you over, and a quarterback is not supposed to do that. And but I'm saying mistakes, he does make a lot of dumb throwing mistakes that are.
That's what I'm saying. He's smart. He knows what he's doing.
And
I think Lamar's a loose cannon. You don't know what.
Lamar's a loose cannon.
Who is I?
And another credit to Joe Burrow. I think he's very conservative when he throws the ball, which is a good thing.
How many picks is he at?
Because he has 1 this year.
Does he really?
And if but it wasn't even. But it was the receiver dropped it, and he was livid when he got back to the bench. So I think that's yeah. I right now, best. I'm not saying record because record doesn't. The best quarterback right now, stats wise, and you guys are gonna be like, no. Actually, no, I take that back.
It's Josh.
I have to look at it's right now. It's Josh Allen. In my head, I'm saying Joe Burrow. And honestly, Baker might be in there too. This year, Baker might be in there.
No, Baker's in there. I love Baker.
Baker is cooking this year.
No, I watch. No,
I think you're right. When I think top 3 this year is right now is Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Baker, and Lamar is right next to Baker.
Yeah,
actually, you know who we're not giving some love? My boy Brock Purdy. Everybody disrespects that guy. Everybody
fuck that guy. He's 1-3.
That guy.
He's looked okay.
He's 1-3.
Have you guys 1-3? I mean, I just said the Steelers. Wow, I don't know football teams. 49ers.
Have you guys watched this?
They're not 1-3.
I think they are.
No, they're not doing too hot. Have you guys watched BC play this year?
Oh, they're 2-2. Oh, BC. I watch college football. That team is awesome. That team is awesome. Love that team.
I watched like one game, like the last BC game.
Oh, you watched when the starting quarterback wasn't even healthy.
No. I watched the starter. Who's the starter? What's his name?
Thomas Castellanos.
Yeah, so that guy's not a quarterback.
What do you mean he's not a quarterback?
Every time he gets it, he gets snapped the ball. He's already at full speed running. Oh, yeah. And then he decides quickly, let me just drop back into the pocket. That guy.
How about
no sense?
Hey.
How about Arch Manning?
Oh, that man's gonna be a dog soon.
Again, he was smart. He went to a team that he redshirted, so he can play an extra year if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're developing him. Smart man.
Oh yeah, he's doing it right. I mean, he's
playing now, but
that's because he's hurt the guy. Yeah, the other guy. But he has the right family to tell him what to do. So.
I don't know. I just watched that guy from BC.
I love him. I love that whole BC
That's
team.
that's like when Lamar came into the league, it was like no one's ever seen a quarterback like since like Mike Vick do stuff like this, and even
Yeah.
that like what Lamar did was extraordinary. And then you look at this guy, like people were like, because remember there was that whole thing where it was like, I think it was like when the Ravens played the Chargers when it was Joe Flacco's last year, and like they were down. I think they were down. Like they had like 2 minutes on the clock to just go down the field and get a touchdown, and Lamar lost it for him. But there were like calls to like re-sign Joe Flacco, and then put Lamar as like a running back, so he can like work with Joe Flacco and like develop.
So
like,
weird.
Like this guy, like if he wants to play at the highest level, he can't be a quarterback.
No, he won't. I don't think he even will get drafted.
He could go into training camp as a running back.
Well, because he's only a junior, so he has another year.
Probably got 2.
No, he's a redshirt junior. So he has this year and the next year.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
What else
did
is on
want-
the football agenda?
Oh, I did want to ask one question.
What's your question?
We talked about the Miami Dolphins and Tua. God rest him. He will probably be done.
Are you saying who's going to be there? Who should be there?
Who should be the backup? I got
Cam Newton.
Backup? Who should be the backup, or who should start right now?
who should they sign? It's not. It shouldn't be Huntley.
Cam Newton.
New.
Yes.
I would.
Actually, I want to hate.
He's cheap. He's very cheap. He'll sign to any team for any cost because he wants to play football.
What about Colin Kaepernick?
Sorry, my Siri was activated. He's cheap. He's willing to play football, and he can throw the football better than whatever that guy's name is, Huntley.
Colin
Boom,
Kaepernick.
you have a quarterback.
Colin Kaepernick.
I hate Colin Kaepernick.
He just hasn't been in the league.
He's
long.
terrible.
He's too far gone that like you can't really.
The he shows up to, he's terrible at.
Yeah.
I just think he's too far
not
since he
good.
last played. You want to know my answer? I think they should trade for Bryce Young.
It's not bad. I think they should trade for him, develop him there,
Exactly.
just to be there.
I think they should trade for him, even if Tua does come back. Say he comes back.
Yeah, but then
having
you're-
him as a good backup.
Nah, but they're not gonna. I don't think his agents would let him do that because right now in his situation, he knows eventually he's gonna be the starter. Like he knows, like he's just like working with the scout team, like getting confidence. The moment he goes to Miami and Tua comes back, he will be the backup for the rest of his days.
That's true. But
know
you don't know. Carolina could. There's a lot of pretty good quarterbacks projected. You never know if they go back in the draft pool and draft another guy.
You know who I'd go for? Give me Mac Jones.
That's a great one. I almost said him.
He's
He's
just gonna ride the bench in He's in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, he's a Jacksonville.
Yeah, just take Mac Jones.
That's one I was thinking about also. That's a pretty good one. He's somewhat accurate, especially at the lower ranges, like the short and medium passes.
And I think he knows he's going to be a backup for a long time now.
And if you just get the ball to Tyreek Hill and Waddle, they're gonna make you have a lot of yards. But the way they can run with the ball, if you could just get them the ball, they will make magic happen.
When was the last time Mac Jones had a good wide receiver?
In college.
Yeah.
In college at Alabama.
Imagine
good O-line,
Justin
too.
Herbert.
Yeah.
Imagine Justin Herbert on the Dolphins.
I could name a whole bunch of teams that would players that would do so good on that Miami offense.
But imagine Justin Herbert like airing a ball out like 60 yards, 65 yards to Tyreek Hill.
To Tyreek. Oh man. Imagine Patrick Mahomes at that.
Michael Penix. Give me that guy.
I can't wait for him to start playing.
Some are saying Patrick Mahomes played with half of that wide receiving core before. A third of that, because a core has 3. I'm dumb. A third of that wide receiving core before.
Tyreek Hill. You know, I was jokingly thinking about it. Like, what if Tom Brady just comes out of retirement and
he should? He honestly should.
I just have Tua sit this whole rest of the year. Tom Brady come out of retirement. You have Tyreek, you have Waddle, you have a good offensive line, you have Achane and Mostert, and like a good call player and Mike McDaniels. That team, I think, if Tom Brady went there, they have a pretty good defense, would be an instant Super Bowl contender.
I think they win. I think
they
they
would win too.
I don't think Tua sits though.
No, I'm saying if Tom Brady literally walked up to them and be like, have Tua sit this whole year to think about it and stuff, Tom, I'm coming to play for you.
I think what has to happen is I think my opinion of what's happening is they're getting so many second opinions because in order for him to retire and keep all of that money with like the forced retirement, he probably needs like 10 or 12 like opinions on his injury. So my assumption is they're just running through doctors right now, just being like, can he play? Can he not play? And they're all diagnosing him and seeing if he can.
Speaking of going to see Doc, can you figure out what's wrong with Rashee Rice, please? Because now they're saying that he might actually not have a torn ACL and he might be able to come back.
Oh, that was bad. That was a bad injury.
That was a bad injury. No, like people are saying like they need they're getting a third and fourth opinion that it might not actually be a torn ACL now.
It's like the same thing as Jordan Love when like that first week everyone's like he's done. He's done. He's done. And then he's already back now in week 4.
Oh, I love Jordan Love. But
he's not like I don't think he's gonna be an MVP candidate like what they said.
No, not that he threw.
Yeah, no. I think he's out of that already.
Yeah, for this year he's out of it. I could see him winning one eventually, but not this year.
Well, Owen, it's a good chat. Would you like to give us your rant of the week?
I don't know if he has one.
I think I already did it. I think I did it the first 5 minutes.
Oh, Cincinnati. That was his rant.
No, I'm saying non-football.
You're going to have to give me 30 seconds to think about something.
All right, Ben. You want to talk about the cat real quick? While I think
we'll run through this really quick.
Run through the cat real quick.
So as you all know, it's not confirmed. Well, we're recording on Tuesday night. It's not confirmed yet by like the teams, but it's confirmed. Karl-Anthony Towns goes to the New York Knicks, and the biggest piece of the trade are that Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle go to the Timberwolves. The Hornets, we also found out, were also involved, but that's not really that important. Anthony, your thoughts on the big purr going to the city?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who wins that trade. I don't like you.
It's the Knicks. It's the Knicks.
You think the Knicks win that trade?
Yeah.
Why do you think they win that trade?
They just need to sign 1 or 2 minimum contract vets, and they'll be fine. Because their bench right now isn't great. What they're gonna do, and what I think they should do, is they should just trade Mitch Robinson now, while his stock is still somewhat high. Dump his salary, and then just get like, I don't even know who's like available, like a Victor Oladipo guy, right?
Yeah,
like a minimum contract wing. They need wings, I think. But the way that they can now space the floor with 5 shooters constantly out on the floor,
same thing the Celtics do.
I think the Celtics are still better, but
I think the Celtics are better. But I guess you're right. Yeah, I think the Knicks won that trade. But I was talking to someone who's from New York and who's a Knicks fan, and he said him and a lot of his friends don't know how to feel about it. So I don't know if Knicks fans really love that trade. But I think if you think about it of a non-Knicks fan, outside point of view, it's a good trade.
I want to see what Julius Randle says, though.
I do too. I want to hear what he says.
Because they don't get Kyrie, they don't get KD. So their next option is they get him from the Pelicans that summer in free agency.
He started everything at the Knicks are now.
2 All-NBAs, multiple All-Stars. He took him to the playoffs a few times. Yep. He was in the MVP race at one point.
Yeah,
for like a while though.
I like how you're bringing it up. In the past 5 years, who's better, Randle or Cat?
It's probably still Cat.
I think it's Randle.
No, I think it's the Minnesota effect.
Okay.
you go to Minnesota and people don't like if you put Anthony Edwards on the Boston Celtics,
they would call him MVP like every year.
He's the next coming of Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he doesn't get that now. He's garnered that where people are forced to watch Minnesota, and that's why people are being like, Oh, Mike Conley's still pretty good. McDaniels is a really good wing. Nas Reed, like all these guys are getting attention. Cat was doing that for years before,
true,
since
yeah.
2016, 17,
Yeah.
maybe. But I
No.
think it maybe 15, might be 15. Either way, I think it's still Cat.
Yeah. It's close. But yeah, I think the Knicks definitely won that trade.
I think if you compare them from the start of Cat's career, because Julius is a little bit older, I think.
I think he's like a year or two older.
But if you do it like that, I mean, Julius on the Pelicans was crazy. He had that
Anthony
one crazy
Davis.
season.
Was he with Anthony Davis? No.
No, he was in the. No, he wasn't. I think he was before. He wasn't before AD.
He was before that Anthony Davis DeMarcus Cousins thing.
Yeah, that was crazy. That clip is still one of the all-time greatest NBA clips of all time. When DeMarcus Cousins' agent comes up to him during All-Star break when they're
Yep.
in New Orleans and is like, "You're
been traded."
staying here. You've
Oh,
been traded."
yeah.
And he goes, "Oh,
Owen, really quick before you do your rant, I have one hockey thing to say. Jeremy Swayman, I hope you see this, but I know you probably won't. I hate you. I hope you don't resign with the Bruins. You're asking for way too much money. We don't know if you're that good. Like I said, I hope you get traded to some crappy team like the Utah Hockey Club, and I hope you suck for the rest of your career. Take the damn money that you were supposed to earn and get away from my face." Sorry, I just had to say that. He just basically is in a big contract dispute. The hockey regular season starts on Tuesday, and Bruins basically offered him a pretty fair deal to be the 6th highest paid goalie in the NHL and in NHL history. He turns it down because he wants like $10 million, and they offered him 7.8. So he's basically sitting out till the last possible minute, which is December 1st. And I hope the Bruins stay pat on their first offer. And if not, I hope they trade him for something good. Go ahead, O. Go ahead. I just had to get that off the chest.
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't have a rant.
All right.
And with that, another episode Mediocre Men Podcast. Owen,
Hold on.
Oh, he says hold on.
Today's the first day of October. Spooky season. For all of you pumpkin spice latte lovers out there. What is your guys' favorite Halloween movie?
The Halloween
Don't
series.
laugh at me.
Halloween
Don't
series
laugh
by
at
far. The Halloween series by far.
Yeah. Can I say something?
I think I know what he's gonna say.
No. I think
Who are you gonna
Hocus
call?
Pocus is a decent movie, but it's very overrated.
I like Halloween Town. You know that Disney one? It's a good movie.
Underrated.
Very good movie. Owen, who do you,
I like-
if you were gonna call, like, let's say you were gonna, I don't know, like, call someone and be like, "This is my favorite Halloween movie," and you like have to pick them out. Like, I'm gonna call this person. Like, who are you gonna call?
What? Are you asking me who I would tell what my favorite Halloween movie is?
Yeah, who are you gonna call?
I hate you. I don't know.
Why don't you tell the class?
hold Oh, this is me right now.
Don't play copyrighted music.
I don't know.
So, I'll share. I'll tell
Alright,
you.
cool.
I'll tell you a
Awesome.
story. I'll tell your story. In preparation for Halloween 2025, Owen has taken Ghostbuster stickers and stuck them to his car to make sure that they are ready for next Halloween.
No, you didn't.
They're magnets, by the way.
So,
That's so funny.
do you like? Is there like, because they're magnets, you can just take them off at any time. Is there like one place like you're going and you're like, gotta take off the Ghostbuster magnets?
I think I'm gonna take them off now and put them back on when it's closer to Halloween.
You had them on September 29th.
I look like a Disney adult.
You got did you get like when did you get them? Like I want to hear the story. So when did you get them? And the one where you like, oh my god, I'm gonna put them on my car right now.
So I ordered them 2 weeks ago, and I got them yesterday, and then I immediately put them on my truck.
Did you give one to your brother?
No,
You buy a lot of
No.
magnets for your truck.
Well, so did you take off the tornado one? Oh, you did.
That's the
Yep.
Twister's one.
Twister.
This is a
it's
ball.
going back on after Halloween.
Do you get a Christmas one coming?
He definitely does.
I might buy like the reindeer antlers.
Oh, that's cool. What about Thanksgiving? Turkey? Little gobbler?
No,
You should get a Grinch.
No.
You should get a baby Grinch magnet.
Oh, you are a Grinch, so yeah.
okay, awesome.
Or we get a Frosty one because you're holly and jolly.
What? All right, what's your guys' favorite Halloween song?
Oh,
What?
from Nightmare Before Christmas. That song.
Mine's "Swimming Pools" by Kendrick Lamar.
Mine would be. I think this is an easy one. Give me the Monster Mash.
Oh, that's a good
All
one.
right, all right, keep your mouth shut. My
That's a
real
good
answer is Thriller.
But
Oh, we know. We
Is that a
know.
Halloween song though?
What? How'd that not be a Halloween song?
If it wasn't played during Halloween, is that a Halloween song?
All right, I'm
I
gonna
could say-
read the lyrics. Hold on. I'm gonna read the lyrics real quick, and I'm gonna ask you again if you think.
I could
this is-
also say that any song that's not played during Halloween is.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Is
know-
it a Halloween song because it's just played during Halloween, or do the
No,
lyrics
listen
make
to
it
the
Halloween?
lyric.
All right,
Listen to the
all right.
lyric.
It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed.
That's not Halloween, then.
Yeah, but what is Halloween?
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down and must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse shell.
Sounds pretty Halloweenish to me.
The foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, the grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that's a Halloween song. Ben, you're cooked for asking.
Ben's gonna get roasted in the comments.
Comment. It's just gonna be me from my burner account.
For all of our 2 viewers.
Yeah, we'll get some viewers on this
Don't
video.
worry.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, please. Even though I use 0 stats to base any of my claims today.
Oh, that's okay. We're making our triumphant comeback.
We're mediocre. Don't worry.
We'll be here every week now.
Yeah, I doubt
Are
that.
you lying?
I doubt that.
I'm making head notions so that people on
Oh.
Spotify can't tell.
Oh, and for any of you guys that are wondering, Ben and I actually just started our gym journey.
Yeah, you want to hear a really funny story? We walk into Planet Fitness. Owen walks to the back row of treadmills. I walk to the row in front of him. He goes, "Oh, you're not going to run next to me?" I go, "Nah."
Why would you not run next to him?
I don't know.
It was so awkward.
Awkwardly knowing each other, just in
We were-
opposite
we were-
rows.
We were directly like one in front of the other. Did you? This is so off topic. Did you see me struggling to get my headphones to connect to my phone? 10 minutes. I'm like looking down at my phone trying to get my Beats to connect, and I'm like stumbling on this treadmill.
Whenever I would go to the gym, I would go with people that actually like go there a lot. So when I go up and I like show like my pass, that I'm just like I'm like camouflaging with them, so I have the confidence that they have. Yeah, that was not the case today. I was the one bringing Ben. So
Yeah.
so I'm just standing there, and the nice lady there is like looking over, and I'm just like,
No, that's not at all what you did. In fact, she was cleaning. She wasn't at the desk. You scanned yourself in. Then you looked at me and said, "Oh, you're good. We can just walk through." I said, "I don't think that's how this works." And you go, "Nah, like just go." And then she
I'm
comes
not
over.
gonna lie.
Like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I lied. So I lied.
That's total bang job.
Didn't want it to happen. Happened.
That needed to happen.
I didn't know that there was a separate pass that Ben had. She showed me that on the app.
Oh, you're what is it? Black member, gold member?
She's a black card.
Black
Black
card.
card member.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Also, she did not get my phone number at all correct. She was hitting like 9 3 times at the back of it. That's why I kept correcting her. I'm like 932. She's like, yeah. I'm like, 057. Well, I don't really get it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have put your phone
You
over.
probably should have said that.
That's fine. Like I trailed it off. Listen to my area code. But no, I kept saying like, I'm like this. She's like, yeah. I'm like this. She's like, yeah. I'm watching her hit the 9. Okay, that's the last time I'll ever go to the gym with Owen.
Bad job.
So your adventure just was a one-time thing?
Yeah, probably.
No,
I can't go
it's- you know,
tomorrow.
it's gonna- Why?
I gotta work.
I literally said we're going every day, and now we're not going every day.
Well, I can't go till Saturday.
So you're telling me when's the next time you can go?
Saturday morning or night. Just not in the afternoon. I gotta
You're
work.
4 days away.
Yeah, because I'm working Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Same thing Thursday. Friday, got plans.
I made a bold claim. I made a bold claim that our winter arc started today, and you merely can't go for another 4 days.
Yeah, it started. I'm gonna do like runs here at my house for the next few days outside. All right, I'm going to
You gotta
bed.
bang me on that one.
This has been the Mediocre Men podcast. We've been your men of mediocrity. Owen,
Sing us out.
sing us out.
Why you baby sipping on the 2 or 3? All right, bye. This is it. I have nothing else to say. So, have a good night, guys.